YouTube, it's Maggie, and I'm here with another video. Today I wanted to do something a little different. Normally I really like to talk about like things that I bought or I don't know, like my favorites of the month or something, but today I want to do something called looks I've been loving, or like for this one, a look I've been loving, where I'll talk about the makeup that I use to do a certain look and why I like it, and go in depth in the products and everything and why they go together and why I like them. So the first product I have would be, obviously, I'll start with the face. This is something that I've just been using for so long, and I always tend to use her face products, and I don't really buy any of her lipsticks or her eyeshadows, but her face products are really amazing, I think. And it's the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder, which is just a bronzer, and in bronze 03. So this is what it looks like. Mine is cracked. But it's kind of like a marbled, mineralized bronzer. And it's definitely, when I first saw it, I liked it because it wasn't that shimmery. And normally I wear NARS Laguna, which is a lot of shimmer for me in a bronzer. Because I feel like if I'm wearing bronzer, I don't want it to be like super shimmery or shiny because I'm already like wearing a fake tan. So I don't want to look like I'm wearing like a ton of makeup. I don't know. But it's a really nice color, and I'm pretty pale right now. So it's a little dark on me, but it's not that bad. I mean, on my hands, like my hands are super pale, so it looks pretty dark, but that's what you want out of a bronzer. Like, you don't want a bronzer that's just going to look like your skin tone. You want it to look darker. So I really, really, really love this because the color payoff is always amazing, and you really only need a little, and I feel like I'm going to have this for a while, even though it has like a crater in it. It looks like the moon. It's great. It's great. Then I have, I'll do another Laura Mercier product because I use all of her face products. This is the Undercover Pot Concealer in shade 2. And what it is it's just like a concealer duo. One side is a really creamy, I think it's her camouflage. It's like her camouflage concealer or something, but it's a really creamy, like salmon color. And then on the other side, it's a different formulation as the cream, but it's still really creamy. And as you can see, it's a lot lighter and a lot more yellow based. And it's really great. I've always loved this. But sometimes I lose tons of makeup. So I lost my last one and just got it, or just found it again, actually. So when you open it up, because it's actually like a top, this is the Secret Brightening Powder, which if any of you used before, you'll know how amazing it is. I think it's like, I can't live without it because I use it to set my concealer every day. And if I didn't have this, then I'm better off just not even wearing concealer, because this is like the saving grace of my makeup collection or something. But it's a really, really, really finely milled powder, and it's so silky and it feels so nice. And it's basically like a translucent powder, but it really does, it has like really, really teeny shimmers in it that just kind of bounce the light away from your eyes, underneath your eyes, so it looks fabulous. It's really great. I have suffered from dark circles my whole life, and that's definitely something that I would always have with me. And I'm really, like, I'm looking for a new concealer because I need something that corrects my dark circles and that corrects like the purple and blue circles under my eyes, and then that could like go on top of that. But I need like a really strong concealer. I don't really use the concealer in here because I feel like the creamy one creases like crazy and it just kind of falls off my skin. So I need something that'll just go with the powder because I really just use the powder in this. So the look that I've been loving is this with this, the Laura Mercier bronzer. And then for my eyes, I have been loving this MAC eyeshadow in CD Pearl, which is a frost. And I don't know if you could see it, but it's like a beautiful light flex in it, and it's almost like a little bit of a duochrome because you guys just need to see this in person because it looks just like white, but it's actually like beautiful. You guys can't see. It's amazing though. I'll put like a link to a picture of it because you guys need to see it. I've been loving this, but basically it's like a really light white lavender that I just put all over the lid. Not a lot of it because I don't want it to look white. I want it to look like subtle and like, because it is purple, so I want it to look a little subtle. That with this eyeliner, which is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. This is like my third one of these, and I have it in the color Hustle, which I got because I needed a brown, and I didn't want just like a dark brown, and this is really beautiful. And it's just like a bronzy, goldy, has a lot of gold in it. Like it's not just like a matte brown. It's really nice and kind of like a golden mahogany color. And I put that underneath my lid or on my waterline, and then I smudge it a little bit underneath my eye, just a little bit until like here. Because it really, like with this eyeshadow, you guys can kind of see it. With this eyeshadow, you need to define it and you need to not have it just wash you out. Like I would wear a really black mascara with it because I don't want it to be like the focal point, but I just want everything to look soft. So I don't like use a harsh line with this. I like blend it and smudge it. And then for my cheeks, I've been loving this Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge for your lips and your cheeks. And this is totally a color that I would use on my lips, but I've been using it on my cheeks. In Fresh Melon. There I am. It's just like I've been wanting a coral blush, like a peachy blush actually. This is really like a peach coral, which are my two favorite blush colors. So it's really just great. And this is the color right there. And it's really light and pretty. And I love cream blush for the summer because no one wants to look like a powder ball ever. Not in the sun, winter, wherever. No one wants to look like that. So I try to use as many cream products as I can because I don't really have oily skin, so I don't really have to worry about that. But I would wear cream products even if I did have oily skin because it makes you look younger if you have oily skin because then you get more pimples and then you look younger because you have pimples. This is just what I've heard. I don't really know, but that's what I tell myself. Oh, and then the last one. How could I forget? My new purchase last week or the week before, I went into MAC after not being in MAC for so long, and I felt so great in there. And I really, whenever I'm in there, I just want to spend like 6 hours in there, but I'm always with someone at the mall who is not going to want to spend 6 hours in there. So I really need to just go to the mall by myself and spend 6 hours in there. So I got a lipstick, and this is a glaze. And I thought it was luster at first because it's kind of shimmery. I don't know why I always think shimmery with luster, but this is a glaze in Pervette. And it's what I'm wearing right now. And can you see that? It's kind of like what I was talking about with the eyeshadow, where it's purple, but it looks like shimmery and like duochrome and crazy. But since this is a glaze, it's not going to come out like that. It comes out like this. It comes out like super light, with just enough color so that you could see like the sheen of it, because that's really what it's good for. It's like, you could see, like, it just catches the light, and it looks like iced, like back in the day when like iced eyeshadows and everything like that were really cool. Well, they're back, and that's why I bought it. And that's Pervette. So that is it. I hope you have a great Memorial Day weekend, and you guys need to tell me what I should do with my hair, because right now I'm in this weird stage of growing it out where it's like just below my shoulder, and like when it's like curly like this, it's like not curly, it's just like frizzy and horrible. But I don't want to straighten it every day, so I don't really know what to do. But maybe if you watch my video, you can tell me if I should straighten it every day, or if I can like buy a product that will help me with my frizz and like having it look like I tried, because I don't want to try. And that is all. Thanks.